And so God gave us a choice. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to be God. God most defines himself by love. Love ultimately is a choice. That's why he gives us a choice. And what's interesting is in the spiritual realm, even before we were born, God gave a choice. That's why the enemy. Why is it that Satan and the angels could fight against God? Is because they had the opportunity to, because he gave them a choice. So in the spiritual realm, before the earthly realm, there was a choice. And so even despite that choice, and that's why I say the devil is irredeemable, because the devil has seen God in his glory. That's why he created a dynamic of faith. Because faith, that's why it's impossible to see God and live. In other words, you can't see God and have eternal life because he's already banished Satan from heaven. And God says we can only get saved by faith. That's why when Jesus comes in the clouds, it's too late, because now you're seeing him in his glory. There's no faith dynamic anymore. You can't get saved. But faith magnifies love, and love is a choice. So God gives us a choice. It's absolutely fundamental to our belief and who God is. And yet, even after the angels rebelled, God still says, okay, I'm going to create my family. And God knew. And so this is why it's the greatest love story, because he knew before the beginning of time that people are going to say no. But he still wanted a love story. That's why Jesus says that for the joy set before me, I went and died on the cross. But he'd made that decision before they'd even started Adam and Eve in the garden. He knew for the joy that was set before him that he was going to come to the cross. Which is incredible. He knew all of you. That's why he went. So even before the time, knowing what, but you've got to understand that, and I think sometimes we forget the weight of a father to know equally the joy of us saying yes, but the pain of those people saying no. So God doesn't send people to hell. We choose where we want to go. If you don't want Jesus, that's your choice. I mean, he doesn't send you. You choose where you are. You can choose hell right now. Your choice is like sometimes my mom says, well, hell's just a state of being in my earth. Well, I tell you what, you make a few bad choices, you'll create hell on earth. But let me tell you, if you're going to move that into eternity, just like heaven, eternal hell, all righteousness goes to one side, only good. All evil just goes to one side, only evil. Can you imagine that? It's too terrible to imagine. And that's why I actually believe in an annihilation rather than eternal damnation. But that's a whole other story. That's a good question as well. So God creates a dynamic of faith, and because of that, evil's here. Evil's here because people decide to believe Satan and become what Satan is. And what is Satan? A liar, a killer, and a destroyer. That's why we have liars, killers, and destroyers all over this world. But we overcome the evil one by the blood of the Lamb and the power of our testimony. We come over evil by speaking his word. That's why we speak his word. That's why when you go into the streets and you speak his word, you'll get opposition because you get an enemy coming against you.